Northwestern State, Minnesota. First ever matchup between these two teams, and the party is ready to get started here. Shotgun look to start things off, picked off to begin things, and it's a pick six right out of the gates. John Nestor on the opening play.
What a play by the Iowa transfer. Jumps on the hitch. They just go all hitch there. They actually brought a pressure from the field. John Nestor was ready. He was reading the quarterback size, and as soon as he saw him draw the ball back, he's driving on that hitch, and that's how you can create explosive plays. They really emphasized takeaways for Minnesota's defense. It was a priority. They obsessed over the ball, and you see it on the very first offensive play of the game for NSU. They get that takeaway. You get what you emphasized. Danny Collins told us that's going to be in their team meeting tomorrow, I can guarantee you.
Gophers' passing defense has been excellent over the last decade under P.J. Fleck. And just a run here up the middle, not much doing. That'll bring the punting unit on, so a great start for the Minnesota defense. A pick six, then Anthony Smith, if you better, a week ago against Buffalo, down inside of the red zone, which is far more challenging than people think. They'll hand it off. Darius Taylor has the edge, and Taylor will capitalize inside of the red zone. We'll see where they mark him. Yeah, and it did look like it from up here, and now Taylor looks to be a little shaken up after the run, so we'll keep an eye on the feet on our replay here. Bring Bibber in motion, run to that side. There were whistles prior, but the touchdown signals are up. However, there is a flag down near side of the field.
Number 10 of the defense lined up in the neutral zone. The penalty is declined. There's all the plays of touchdown.
Doesn't matter. Gophers go up 13-0.
They talked about wanting to establish the run game.
Sets Johnson back. Already in a tough situation. Floated that dangerously. Immediate contact timed up once again. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Thanks to John Nestor, who is off to a sparkling start. They can let this crowd get into it on 3rd and 14. Pressure comes and arrives. Anthony Smith around the edge, wreaking havoc once again.
They only rushed 3 players. Anthony Smith off of the edge takes on the left tackle and the left guard and makes a play and makes a sack. We knew this was going to be an issue, and it shows up here early in the game.
80% of these players are out of high school, and the cohesiveness you can really see on display already through a game and change. Extending the play that time is Lindsey, and able to complete it to Drew Bibber.
Being able, first of all, the running back does gets bulled, but Drake Lindsey feels it. That throw is very difficult, and he's thrown it to a tight end. Bibber doesn't.
Just going to push Lindsey forward. Big body, 6'5", 230. This time it was Tracy in motion. Roll it out, looking for the back. They got him. It's Cam Davis inside of the 10. Kept that alive. Slipped to tackle, got down to about the 7-yard line. Brockington was in motion. Brockington has it. Brockington is into the end zone.
Becky Brockington, number 28 on the Athletics freak list. This is just a jet option play. You can see this a lot in 2018 with Matt Canada and Pitt and LSU. They're getting the 2 tight ends. They have numbers on the...
Pressure again on Johnston. Dumps it off again. Immediately tackle made up, put out the line of scrimmage. This will force a punt and a 4th down. More calls up at the line of scrimmage. Lindsey, strong throw, and he has Parrish. Mentioned he plays both ways. Here he is offensively in the receiving game. Caught the first pass of the game last week against Buffalo. Took a little bit longer this time, but he makes a big play.
I'm sure he knows his rules and responsibilities.
It's a gain of 24, sets up shop. 1st and goal, looking for the edges. Cam Davis, stretched for the pylon. Right now, it looks like they're marking him just short.
If you stretch it out and the ball goes out of the back of the end zone, it goes to the other team, right? It's no longer your ball. So Coach P.J. Fleck has a rule that you are not allowed to stretch the ball out unless it's a dire situation.
Nowadays, right down by the goal line, want to avoid that. They work on it in practice, and they work on this in practice too. Easy for Lindsey, hop-stepping into the end zone for another Minnesota touchdown.
Gotta love seeing his son use his legs. We've seen it on the sneak already, and then we see it there off of a edge C-gap defender read, which keeps the defense honest.
20-game losing streak for the program. storm the field. Big day, great momentum for them. Big hit onto the edge, and the ball is jarred loose. That's a live football. It is picked up, and there's a scoop and score.
That's havoc. You're going to see Zaquan Bryan here bite the ball with his face mask, absolutely make a great hit. And then in this situation, this is one they practice. Is it city or country? Can I scoop and score, or do I have to get on it?
Snap it to Lindsey again. 3-step drop, big throw for him. Once Javon Tracy, touchdown!
What a throw by Lindsey, the big arm in display here. This is kind of just a deep over concept with the skinny post by Tracy. And what you're taught is if he wins over the top, throw it.
Part of the reasons why he chose to come to Minnesota instead of staying down south. This lofted up, and it's picked off. Second pick of the day for Nestor.
The pressure gets to him here by Nate Becker out of Maple Grove. And what you see here is John Nestor's in the right place at the right time. Opportunistic defense. That's what Danny Collins talks about. Their secondary.
It's one of those situational things they wanted to work on this week, finishing drives. Oh, what a cut there. And it leads to what should be a touchdown. It is. 7 fancy yards on the carry from Cam Davis.
These 3 guys outside of Darius Taylor today have done a great job. Look at that cut. Dan Nickel, the strength coach, they work on that lateral quickness all the time.
They were not taking Northwestern State lightly today. They'll flip it back to Ijaboy. Has blocks set up. Has a couple of blocks set up. Tracy leading the way, and Ijaboy steps into the end zone. 22 yards.
It's really nice as a quarterback, your first drive, you throw a passing touchdown. This is actually the same play they ran earlier to Cam Davis that they lost some yards off of a penalty by Dylan Ray. When you have
low kick. This will have to be carried out of the end zone, putting Northwestern State in really bad field position.
So you see here in this situation, get out of the way and let it bounce into the end zone. He tries to approach it and return it, misses, the catch there, and now as it gets behind him, he's got to advance the ball out of the end zone. This is, again, a learning opportunity for Northwestern State, and I guarantee you it's a learning opportunity for the returners at Minnesota led by Matt Simon.
Here ball came out. Initially had some breathing room, but this might be the 4th turnover of the half. It is. Second time that Kingsbury has scooped up a fumble. The first was a scoop and score.
We talked about John Nestor, have yourself a day. How about Matt Kingsbury as well? They have a great idea trying to run a fullback dive here. Gets the perimeter. Garrison Monroe all over it. The Shakopee native that they're really excited about. I know there Kingsbury's able to get it, but grabbing the ball with one hand, that's a learning opportunity for him to actually get on it with 2. That would be the situation of city. There's bodies around. Let's get on the ball and flip to field position.
No matter the matchup, no matter the score, Shikanjansky will dump it out. Edgeboy bottled up on the edge. So like you said, now see what they opt to do. Oh yeah, following in the footsteps of Mark Crawford. He went 8 of 9. Really efficient day. It was fun hearing him call the command up the line of scrimmage. Deep throw here, and it is caught down inside of the 15.
This is being a playmaker. This is the same throw that Drake Lindsey threw the touchdown to Tracy on. Kendrick Lanier takes the top off the coverage. And on these.
So a lot of Femi Ijaboy earlier on in that opening half. Keeper this time. There's that point guard depth footwork that you were looking for. Leads to a touchdown.
That almost looked like a Euro step a little bit. I definitely couldn't have done that.
Knotted up 13-13 right now. We'll keep our eyes on that one. Potential touchdown. No, it's intercepted in the end zone. They were looking for the touchdown in the back corner.
The ball's in the air, and they have an opportunity to go make a play. They do it. We see Coleman here. He's digging. He's getting vertical. He hasn't beat. But the problem is Whitkey's too late on the throw. He's got to get.
By mutual agreement, the game is over.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here. College football on Fox.